Hello everyone, welcome. We will be doing today simple equation exercise 4.1. The first question states, so we are given few equations. We are given the value that should be given for x. Now we have to say whether they are the solution or not. So I am having the equation as x plus 3 is equal to 0. So I will replace this number x, which we have here, x is equal to 3. This I will be placing in the place of x. So what will this equation become? This equation will become 3 plus 3, right? So now what is this equation becoming? Equation is becoming 3 plus 3, which is equal to 6. So as 6 is not equal to 0, what is my answer? Is it a solution? No, it is not a solution. So next one, just check. If here we have x is equal to 0, I am going to place in the place of x, I will put 0, then plus 3, right? So now I am having it as 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. But what is my solution given as 0, which is not equal to 0. So is it a solution? No, it is not a solution, right? Then again, this is minus 3. So instead of x, I will write minus 3. And then I will copy down the rest of it as it is, plus 3. So minus 3 plus 3 is 0. And here the solution is 0. So yes, it is a solution. Next, x minus 7 is 1. X value is 7. So in the x place, I will write 7. Minus 7, which is copied down. 7 minus 7 is 0, which is not equal to 1, because 1 is given here. So is it a solution? No. X minus 7 is equal to 1. X is 8. So 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. So it is a solution that is given. Next, 5x is equal to 25. X is equal to 0. 5x means 5 into x. So 5 into 0 is equal to 0, which is not equal to 25. So the answer is no. X is 5. So 5 into 5 is 25. The solution here is 25. So yes, it is that. 5 into minus 5. 5x, 5 into minus 5. How much is it? 5 5s are 25, correct, but there is one minus sign, so minus will come here. So this is not equal to 25. So is it a solution? No. M by 3 is equal to 2. So m is equal to minus 6. So instead of m, I put minus 6 divided by 3. How much is it? How many minus sign is there? Only one minus sign. So minus will come here. 6 divided by 3 is 2, minus 2, which is not equal to 2. So it is not a solution. Again, m is equal to 0, it is given. So 0 by 3 is always 0. 0 by any number is 0, which is not equal to 2. So it is not a solution. 6 by 3, it is equal to 2. Answer is 2. So yes, it is a solution. So this is question number 1. Next, coming to question number 2. Check whether the value given in bracket is a solution. So here, as we were having the values over here like this, here the value is given as bracket. So n plus 5, how will I do? I will write 1 in place of n. So 1 plus 5, which is equal to 6, which is not equal to 19. So I will answer therefore n equal to 1 is not a solution of n plus 5 is equal to 19, right? Next, 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. Here n's value is minus 2. So 7n means multiply, plus 5. Here what it will be? 1 minus sign, because these are connected with 1 minus sign. and 7 2s are 14 plus 5. So what here we will do? We will take the largest one. Which is the largest one? 14 is largest. What is the sign in front of it? Minus. I will put a minus. And then what I will do? I will do 14 minus 5, which is equal to 9. So it is minus 9. Then we have 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. N is equal to 2. So I will write 7. 7n means 7 into n. So 7 into n's value is 2. 2 plus 5. So that is 14 plus 5, which is equal to 19. Therefore, I can say n equal to 2 is a solution for 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. Fine. Next. 4p minus 3 is equal to 13. P is 1. So 4 into 1 minus 3. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Therefore, I can say P equal to 1 is not a solution of 4P minus 3 is equal to 13. Next question. Where P is equal to minus 4. So I can write 4 into minus 4 minus 3 is equal to, now what is 4 into 4? 16. But as there is only one minus sign here, I will put minus and minus 3. So if both are minus sign, the sign will be minus and the operation will be plus. 16 plus 3, which is 19. So this is 16 plus 3, right? 19. So which is not equal to 13. Therefore, P equal to minus 4 is not a solution for 4P minus 3 is equal to 30. Next. Here P is equal to 0. So 4 into 0 minus 3. 4 into 0 is 0 minus 3. That is equal to minus 3, which is not equal to 13 again. Therefore, P is equal to 0 is not a solution for 4P minus 3 is equal to 13. So thus we complete the question number 2. Now coming to exercise question number 3 of exercise 4.1. So here I am told to solve by trial and error method. So I will place 1 value for P and I will see whether I get the answer as 17. So what are the things that I will require? I will require, one is the value of P. Whatever is the value of P I take. Other is I will require the LHS. LHS, this portion is known as LHS, which is 5P plus 2. Other is RHS. RHS is the one after the equal to sign, the right hand side. So that is 17. Fine. So now I will solve this. So I have drawn the lines to solve it. Okay. Now, so I am placing the value of P as 1. First one. So 5P plus 2 will become 5 into 1 plus 2. So 5 into 1 is 5 plus 2, which is equal to 7. And what is my right hand side? 17. See, this both doesn't match. Next I will take it as 2. So 5P is 5 into 2 plus 2. So that is 10 plus 2. So this is 12. Right hand side is 17. It doesn't match. If I take it as 3, 5 into 3 plus 2, that is 15 plus 2, that is equal to 17. So you see, both this matches. So what is the value of my P? P is equal to 2. Solution is P is equal to 3. Solution is P is equal to 3. Coming to the next one, 3m minus 14 is equal to 4. So what I will write? First is value of m. That will be my first column that I will be taking it up. Then my left hand side. which is 3m minus 14. Okay, and then my right hand side is 4. Alright, so first I will be taking one by one the value of m. So let me start the value with 1. So what is it? 3 into 1 minus 14. So 3 into 1 is 3 minus 14. So answer will be negative because 14 is larger. I will minus it. It is 11. But the RHS is 4. If I take the value as 2, what will happen? 3 into 2 minus 14. So this becomes 6 minus 14. So this is minus because 14 is larger, minus. And then it will be 8, right? 8. But here it is 4. So it is always not necessary I go in sequential order. I can then, instead of taking 3, I can take 4 and check it. So 3 into 4 minus 14. So this is 12 minus 14, which is equal to minus 2. RHS is 4. Then I can take 6 and check it. So 3 into 6 minus 14. So 18 minus 14, that is 4. See, it is 4. So I can have the solution is what? M is equal to 6. M is equal to 6 is the solution. Next, coming in, and I will be going ahead and writing the equation for the giving statements. The sum of what are the numbers? X and 4 is means equal to 9. Sum is given by plus, x and 4 is given by equal to. 2 subtracted from y is 8. 2 from, it will come forward. 2 subtracted from y is 8. 10 times is into. 10 times a equal to 70. Alright. Next one. The number b divided by 5. Divided by 5 is by 5. Gives 6. The number b divided by 5 gives is equal to, gives 6. 3/4, that is 3 by 4. 3/4 of means into. 3/4 into t is 3 by 4, t is 15. Then 7 times m plus 7 gets you 77, gets you equal to 1 by 4th. 1/4 is 1 by 4th of a number x minus 4 gives 4. If you take away 6, from 6 times y, you get 60. Okay? So, if you take away 6 from 6 times y, you get 60. The next question just states the opposite. Write the statement. Next is opposite. Okay, before that we have, if you add 3 to 1/3 of x, you get 30. Alright, so 3 you are adding 2, so that will come from 1/3 of x is equal to 30. Now I have to write the statement p plus 4 is equal to 15. So p, I will place it very simple, added to 4 gives 15 or is 15 as you say. Next, or the sum of p and 4 is 15. So if I can put it in this way, the sum of p 4 is 15. So I can always put it in this manner. Alright. Next, m minus 7 is equal to 3. So the difference of m and 7 is 3. I can always write it in this format. Okay. Next. So here 2m is equal to 7, right? So here we have 2m is equal to 7. So I can always write twice of m is 7. I can write this. M by 5 is equal to 3. M by 5 is equal to 3. So that is m divided by 5 is 3. 3m by 5 is equal to 6. So 3m I will write thrice or 3 times, whatever, thrice of m divided by 5 is 6, or 3 by 3/5 of m is 6. That is also correct. 3p plus 4 is equal to 25. So 3 times of thrice, 3 times p added with 4 is 25. Okay, sum of thrice of p and 4 is 25, anything. Okay, 4p minus 2 is equal to 18. So I will write it in this format. The difference of 4 times p and 2 is 18. I can write it in this way. P by 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. So p divided by 2, I can write the sum of, I will go in the same format, the sum of p divided by 2 and 2 is 8. So this is how it is. Next question.
Next question states, set up an equation in this case. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles more than 5 times the marbles Pramit has. Irfan has 37 marbles. Take m to be the number of Pramit's marble. So Pramit's marble is m. Okay.
So according to the question, I will be writing. So it is told that Pramit has m marbles, right? Take m to be the number of Pramit's marbles. So I can write, it is 6, 1. So I can write, so number of marbles Pramit has is equal to m, right? Now my question is, how many marbles does Irfan has? So number of marbles Irfan has is equal to how much? The equation says it is that Irfan says that he has 7 marbles. So 7 marbles more than 5 times the marble Pramit has. 5 times the marble Pramit has. So 5m. So Irfan will have 7 more than 5 times the marble Pramit has, 5m. Okay. Now similarly we will solve the next question.
Next question. Lakshmi's father is 49 years old he is 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. Take Lakshmi's age to be y years.
So the second question, now as I have read out the question, the second question, we said, it is said that Lakshmi's age is y years, right? So age of Lakshmi, age of Lakshmi is equal to y years. Okay, now I need to find the age of Lakshmi's father. So age of Lakshmi's father. What is the equation given? Lakshmi's father is 49 years old. Okay, so it is 49, right? Which is equal to how much? Equal to 4 years older than 3 times Lakshmi's age. So my equation is 49 is equal to 4 plus 3y. Next question. Question number 3. So 3 is,
the teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. The highest score is 87. Take the lowest score to be L.
here I have to get the equation. So here take the lowest score to be L. So lowest score is how much? Is equal to L. Now herein the teacher tells the class that the highest score obtained. So I need the highest score obtained. Highest score is how much? Highest score obtained is equal to twice the lowest score plus 7. Twice the lowest score plus 7. Okay. Then coming to the fourth question.
In an isosceles triangle, the vertex angle is twice either base angle. Let the base angle be B in degrees. Remember that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree.
Fourth question. Here the question says it is an isosceles triangle. So this is an isosceles triangle wherein two sides are equal. Fine. So the vertex angle is, so which is the vertex angle? These both are the base angles which is equal. Base angles are equal in a isosceles triangle. And this is the vertex angle. So vertex angle is twice either base angle, right? And it is told that base angle is B. So base angle is equal to B. So now what is it? What is a vertex angle? Vertex angle is what? Twice the base angle, right? So it is 2B, right? 2B. So now it is told that, so I have to set up the equation. In an isosceles triangle, the vertex angle is twice of either base angles. Okay. So if I have to get the sum of the angles, then what it will be? B plus 2B is equal to 180 degree. So this is 2B, this is B, and this is B. So B plus 2B is equal to 180 degree. Alright. So this is the equation. Okay. So this is the equation. B plus 2B is equal to 180 degree. So thank you.